Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and I'll be real with you. I think Smash players are probably the lowest rung of gaming, subcultures that I've ever found. Now I might be like, whoa, Muta, what's with the bullets being caught? Now look, Smash is a great game, load up the old 6-4 with your friends. The pro community for Smash players, when they're not being, guest characters on To Catch a Predator, some of them make the dumbest life decisions that I've ever seen. Now today we're going to be covering a Smash player that is known as Bobby Big Balls. Now you might be like, whoa, with a name like that, all right, this guy might be pretty based and cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a guy that... The ghost downstairs is losing it. This guy was drinking and driving on a live stream, okay? And took video of it, posted it online, got banned, and from what I understand is actually not suffering any legal penalties, which I think they 100% should, okay? Now, I don't think it's a hot take to say that if you drink and drive, you should never be allowed to drive a vehicle again, okay? I've never sat in my car under the influence of alcohol, weed, anything, because it's wrong. And even when I'm sleepy, all right, which kind of replicates the same levels of being drunk, I pull over into a parking lot, even if it's in the most shitty neighborhood imaginable, and I will sleep. Because here's the thing. When I'm operating a multi-ton vehicle, that can kill people on impact, it's best to be 100% alert and on the ready. Now, I'm going to play the clip over here. It's 18 seconds long. I actually can't play the whole clip for you simply because if I did, it would actually get me a community guideline strike on YouTube, as far as I understand, because I'm about to show you some really dangerous actions.
Couldn't be me, man. Hey, my car's pretty old, but I ain't got no dents in this bitch. Yeah, you know the fucking vibe.
It's at this point that he actually drinks his bottle of wine, okay? One nice big sip. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot begin to tell you how dangerous this can be. You might be like, but Muta, it's one sip. I've met dumbasses that take one hit of the old marijuana, okay, the old vape, and they don't realize 30 minutes after that the effect starts kicking in, so when they're on the road finally, on the highway, the freeway, they can be fucking cruise missiles, causing somebody to lose their life. Look, at the end of the day, I don't care if a drunk driver dies. I think that's just natural selection. However, when you get somebody innocent killed, I really do think that you should be charged, not with manslaughter, but with straight up first-degree murder, okay? And you might be like, Muta, you're being really harsh about this. Trust me, you'll feel the same way when you lose people to this kind of tragedies, okay? You'll feel the same way, okay? You'll feel a little bit more empathetic, and you'll see where I'm coming at from here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time, Bobby Big Balls, who was banned, told us, feel nothing like the king of pop anymore. Twitch ban is indefinite, which means you won't see me at any tourneys online or offline. RIP BBB 1998, see you in another lifetime, boyos. Now, from what I understand, the account has been banned indefinitely, and I believe it should be an indefinite ban, okay? That is probably some of the dumbest shit that I've ever seen. Now, I think everyone is afforded at least one apology ukulele song, which is what allowed Bobby Big Balls to write this about his drinking and driving. Surely one singular sip of my 12% wine on my 3-minute drive home from Stop right there, criminal scum! What makes this even more insulting is all he had to do was wait 180 seconds to get home and then get plastered. Instead, this dumbass chose to start open containering on fresh roads before getting home. Anyways, it doesn't classify as drunk driving. You might not be committing any drunk driving because you weren't drunk per se. Like, I think the actual legal limit is like 0.04 blood alcohol or 0.007 if you're in like some ratchet part of the world. But this would be, having open containers. You definitely cannot be drinking while you are driving. You know how I know that? Because when I was at the age of 16, long fucking time ago, this is over a decade ago, they told me not to drink and drive in my car as I was getting a provisional permit to drive. Usually when you're getting your full license, you know by then not to do this stupid behavior. As a streamer, I'm wrong and will take responsibility for my actions, as you previously just tried to downplay the fact that you're drinking your wine, which, by the way, if you know anything about alcohol, wine is pretty easy to get plastered off of. If the community wants to ban me, I humbly oblige. I am not a role model. Clearly not. Internet personality as such, I stream to make people laugh through entertainment, and I am not meant to be a beacon of morals and values. I am just me. Drinking is the way I cope with my life. You're welcome to judge me, this is just my truth, not an excuse. Thank you anyone who still supports me. Now, based on the video I watched, you seemed like you were a pretty fucking happy port jester, getting kind of like, litty while you drive. And ladies and gentlemen, okay, I know that people make mistakes, okay? And I'm usually very tolerant of many mistakes. But drinking and driving is not one mistake, okay? I don't believe you should be any way inebriated when you sit behind the wheel of a fucking car. Because you know what happens is people who are like, I only took one sip. Somebody who takes 50 little baby sips might not realize how drunk they are. I'll tell you right now, people who are drunk often underestimate how fucking wasted they actually are. So when they sit behind a car and, they start to get buzzed a little bit, they start to pass out, you know what happens shortly after? They impact either a wall or another individual, and either it results in them dying, which I've said at the beginning of this video, I don't care if a drunk driver dies, really doesn't matter to me, okay? That's just natural selection. But killing an innocent person just trying to get home, that's the kind of shit that drives me up the wall. Now, from what I understand, they're also banned from Smash tournaments, so there's been a few people who said, Muda, you're just giving this guy attention. And I'll agree, maybe I am giving them attention, but what kind of attention am I giving them? Good attention? They're banned from their livelihood and banned from Smash tournaments, okay? That is definitely not the W anybody is speaking of, ladies and gentlemen. And you might be like, maybe this person can learn from their mistakes. I hope to God they never make this mistake again, but what you've witnessed with their life is basically just consequences, and that's all it comes down to. The actions that you have taken lead to consequences like this, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. But I just want to read some defense posts as well, too, from intellectual Nobel Prize winners in the comment sections. I should be banned because I took a sip of wine from communion and then drove home after church. Stop letting random people on the internet be role models for underage people. It's not our responsibility to raise your kids. I've definitely went to church and realized that pretty much at the beginning of church, they give you the sip of wine, which you're supposed to take a small sip, by the way. And then usually you have a whole mass that kind of sobers you up. You're not actually driving, you're not drinking the wine as you're driving, which is what was evidenced over here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and I never really thought in my entire life that I have to make like a PSA or really describe, to idiots that drinking and driving is not okay. Now, here's the thing. If I sound like a boring grown-up adult like, boo, Mudahar doesn't like to have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a man that loves to have fun, but I'm also not a total fucking abject idiot most days. And I know, at the very minimum, drinking and driving is just not cool, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. Don't be like Bobby Big Balls, okay? Be like Timmy Big Brain. Anyways, I am out.